Hey everybody, welcome back. So I thought I would do a video with that Purple Pop eyeshadow quad that I hauled and wore in a video not too long ago. Everybody seemed to really like the purples, so I thought I would just do a video showing how I did that eyeshadow, kind of, if I can remember. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But I will show you what I have on my face. Not all of it's Avon today. I kind of have a good healthy mix, I think. So I do have, as usual, my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And I have my Avon Ideal Nude Cream Concealer. Powder is my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. And I also have the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder on under my eyes to set my concealer. I have on my Avon contour stick. Oh, I didn't show my foundation today. Foundation is the Dior Backstage Face and Body. I always want to say hair and body. Face and Body foundation. And then I have, so then I showed you I got my contour stick in light from Avon. And my blush is the... That's not what my blush is. Here we go. My blush is Heavenly Pink from Avon. It's like a peach, just like a really powdery pink color. It's a matte blush. I like it. It's very springy. I think the light is washing it out a little bit. My light's kind of bright. I'm not sure if this one's on the discontinued list or not. Excuse me. Which is not really a highlight, but I just finished it off with my Guerlain Meteorites. And the shade I used in those, in case anybody wonders, is 3 Medium. The lightest one, I have read reviews that they don't show up unless you're like porcelain skin, so I went for the medium on that. And then I have on already my e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, and my eyebrows are the Benefit Cabrow. Now, and I used the, also that came with that is the Benefit 24-hour brow setter gel. It's just a clear gel. I think my eyebrows look a little bit more heavy today and darker. I don't usually have them this way, but that's just how it went. So, I just left it. First I asked Keith, I'm like, should I take my brows off and redo them? And he was like, I go, if they look bad, they're too heavy, just tell me. You know how men are, they don't want to insult you, but they might not necessarily think something looks good, but your husband doesn't want to like insult you. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it. And I think they kind of look like Joe Pesci in JFK. So if you're not familiar with that, Google that image, Joe Pesci JFK, and see. All right, and then so that's it. And then I'm gonna use the eyeshadow quad in the Purple Pop, and we'll just get started. And then I thought maybe I didn't use that for the look I did previously with Purple Pop. So this is the Purple Pop quad. I thought maybe at the end I might pop on a little bit of this green, the Jade liquid eyeshadow, the Glimmershadow, because it might be like kind of mermaidy. I don't know, we'll see. And then I'm also going to use a different liner. I think I'm going to use either the Olive or the Raisin, which are the new Glimmersticks that just are coming out in campaign 8. Whew. And I also had just the latest wash of this Ambiance lip glow on too, just to keep my lips moist. Let me take a sip of my coffee from my beloved broken lidded coffee cup. Okay, and we're gonna zoom in. Hopefully I'll do this the right way. Well, nope, there we go. We're gonna zoom in. So yeah, so my eyebrows, they're not like obviously perfect, but that's just the way it goes, because I'm just a normal person who has wonky brows on some days. All right, so I've got the Purple Pop quad here, and I think I'm gonna start with that number 3 shade, and I'm gonna put it in like my transition area, like the crease up to the transition area. Or maybe I should use the number 1. I don't know. Let's do number 3. So I'm going to dip into the number 3 shade right here. So yeah, I don't really know what to talk about much, but remember, this isn't a tutorial or anything like that, because I am not a makeup artist by any means. I'm just a person that likes to wear makeup and has fun playing with it. So when I said the word wonky, it reminded me, somebody left in the comments section recently, I think on a video I put up yesterday, and I've actually had people leave this comment before. They always go, I thought I was the only person that used the word wonky. And I'm like, oh no, no, no. Wonky has been one of my words. I think I've used that word since junior high. I don't know. Thank you very much on my brush that time. I always use that word wonky. It just fits. You know what I'm saying? It just fits. Like when your bangs are going wonky or something's wonky. It's just a good word, right? Wonky. So, yeah. So wonky, wonky, wonky. I can't wait to get a ring light. I'm hoping that that solves my issues. I don't think my lighting is terrible, considering I'm like just an amateur YouTube person. I'm not like a person that has a professional setup or anything like that. I don't think it's too terribly bad. It's hard to rely on the weather for good light, and I just get frustrated when it's like today and it's cloudy, because we had snow last night and this morning, about 2 inches I think, and it just gets a little bit frustrating, you know, when you can't show colors the way they are. And I do think that like this, because to me, the way it looks in my viewfinder, like there's a shadow over on the left side of my face all the time, because my light source is a little bit to the right and straight behind, and I lack lighting on the left side of me. So I just kind of, I'm like, it's frustrating, you know. But anyways, so I'm going to go in with the number 4 shade and put some of that in the crease here. So last night we finished watching Castle Rock. That was a series, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen it. That is a series that was on Hulu, based in like the Stephen King multiverse, they're calling it. And we don't have Hulu, but we rented it at our video store. And this always comes up. People go, you still have a video store? Yes, we do. We do have a video store, and actually we're really blessed to have it. It's called Family Video, and it's a chain. So if you live in the Midwest, you know, you probably have heard of Family Video. There might not still be one around you, but we have one just down the street from us, and we rent movies there quite often. And sometimes if there has been a time period where we haven't gone to the movies in a long time, because we like to go to the movies and see the movies in the theater, we will rent, like, and we've missed like a lot of movies as they're coming out to the theater, we'll go to the video store and we'll just get like a marathon session, and we'll rent like a whole bunch of movies all at once. And the good thing about that place is they do a thing where you can get you can pay so much money and get half off rentals for 30 days. So like we were running like the other day, last week, I think it was like 3 or 4 new release movies, and that they were, I think they were like $3.99 a piece or something. But they said, well, because you're getting so many, that qualifies you for an extra $4 or $5, I can't remember which. Would you like half off rentals for 30 days? And we always take them up on that when it's offered, because we have so many movies to get caught up on. And so we did that. So we've been watching a lot of stuff. Like we want to watch Westworld season 2, and there's just a bunch of new movies. We've been watching like a lot of them. But anyways, so I had wanted to watch Castle Rock, kind of. I get frustrated when it's anything Stephen King, because it always seems to end up sucking. Like, I realized he didn't write this. He didn't, you know, write it or anything. Now I'm gonna blend this out a little bit, but I still, like a lot of my friends that I talked to, they had seen it and stuff like that, and so I was like wanting to watch it. So we went ahead and watched it, and actually it started out good, then towards the middle it got bad, and then I liked the ending and Keith didn't, which usually we're pretty much on the same page, but this time we weren't. And he didn't really like the ending, but I did. So, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with that. I have a, I'm seeing a light in my right eye. I think it's because I looked at my light bulb, excuse me, while I was doing this. And so I feel kind of weird. Like I see like a light in my right eye. You know how you see that when you look at something bright? But I liked it. And then we rented, so we finished that last night. And then we rented also Hellfest. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. That was a fairly newish one that was at the theater not long ago about people that go to like a traveling haunted house type thing, you know, like a haunted attraction that they have at Halloween time. And that was good. So I'm going to use the number 2 shade that's really bright pinky purple in the on my lid. And I'm really going to pack that on. So you're going to see me like going back and forth, back and forth. I'm really just going to pack it on really good. But yeah, so sometimes with those kind of movies like that Hellfest, I expect the characters to be really annoying and to not like any of them and to be glad when they all get killed at the end. You know what I mean? And this one wasn't like that. It was pretty good. It was entertaining, and the characters weren't too terribly annoying, and it had a kind of, not really a twist at the end, but like a just a good ending that left it open for a sequel, and not like the kind of, you know how like some movies, they at the end everybody's dead and then they even the killer, and yet they still manage to come up with a sequel. This wasn't like that. I mean, they clearly left it open for a sequel, and I really liked it. We both liked it, you know, we both thought it was pretty good. So yeah. And then let's see, what else did we get? We've been getting a lot of movies. We rented the Watcher in the Woods remake with Angelica Houston. Now that one's been out for a while. That's a little bit older. But I used to love that movie, The Watcher in the Woods, when I was a kid. And I loved the book too. So that's from Disney. I think we're going to watch that tonight. That's the last one. And then they're due back tomorrow. So yeah. And then we rented, what else was another one that we've seen? Oh, what's it called? It has Benicio del Toro in it. Sicario? Is that what it's about? Like the drug cartels. So there we have that. Now I'm going to take this, you know what, I'll do the number 1 shade down at the lightest one, and I'm going to put that under my lower lash line. I meant to grab my liquid liner. Well, I didn't mean to. I was thinking about using my liquid liner and putting it on the top line. But then I'm like, well, you got these new glimmer sticks. Why don't you show those? Yeah, I'm having like a floater. You ever get those? Like you get like a floater in your eye, and it's kind of driving me insane a little bit. All right, and so I have that on, and I'm going to use my liner. And then I think I'm going to go back in and pat some of that Jade over top of it just to see how it goes. So I'm trying to decide if I want to use Raisin or Olive. I think I'm going to use the Olive just because I might put some green over it. So yeah. So I'm pretty sure, let me make sure this is the Olive. Yeah. I don't know how, like, I've only swatched this on my hand, so I've never used it yet as a liner, and I don't know how deep it is. Okay, I'm not really even seeing that show up much. I don't know what the deal is. It swatched good on my hand. It's definitely... Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Put my head down too far. It's definitely not like my black and green. Yeah, I don't know. We might have to play around with this more because I don't really see a lot of color coming through on that. If I'm not crazy about it, I'll go over it with some of that Raisin. Yeah, to me this is pretty light. Okay, so I'm gonna slap some of that Raisin on there instead and see what happens. There's a reason why people like black eyeliner the best, you know, because black shows up good. But that toasted I wore yesterday showed up really good too. So this is the Raisin one. We're going to go ahead and try that instead. There we go. This has some color to it. Well, so did the olive, though, when I showed it in the swatch. So I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit more, and we'll see what happens. We'll try it again another time. I don't know if it's because my eyes are watery or what the deal is. So yeah, I don't know what else we watched besides, I'm trying to think. I always forget. What I started doing is the video store has a little monthly flyer, like magazine thing. Not a magazine, but like a little flyer. And they have it up front on their counter, and it shows like all the movies that are coming out that month and the dates and stuff like that. And it has a little picture of the movie next to it. So I definitely, going back to the liner, I definitely think that the Raisin showed up a lot better. So I'm going to blend that out a little bit, and then I'm going to put on some of that Jade liquid shadow. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying was they have a little flyer with pictures of the movies that are out that month in it. And so what I did was I grabbed the one for January and the one for February, and all the movies that we rented that they featured in that little flyer, I cut the image out and I used double-sided tape, and I put it in my journal and then wrote like a review of it so that I would know later on down the line whether we liked it or not, you know. So now I have that the Jade Glimmershadow. I just thought it would be fun to put this on the lid and see, like, because it was more of a sheer shade, and so I thought that it would be like a nice eyeshadow topper. So I'm just kind of dabbing it around. Can you guys see any of the glitter that's on that? Put it on the other one. And I'll just kind of dab it around with my finger again. I don't know if that's showing up or not for you guys. Now, me being me, I should just leave it at that, but I have a hard time doing that. You know how I am. So I'm going to put a little bit more on. Ooh, now you can really feel sparkles. And the glitters, I don't know if you can see them or not, but they are multicolored. So they're not just like gold or green. I see like some blue and some purple in there and some gold. So that's kind of neat. Let me put the cap back on it here. And then I'll pat that around. What I like about these is I have the Stila Glimmershadows, like Glitter and Glow, and they have a whole bunch of product on the wand. This doesn't have that much, so you can build it up. I don't, the Stila ones get really like full of product, and it's like overkill, you know. So that's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. All right, and then so now I'm gonna use I'm gonna put some mascara on, and I think I am going to. I was gonna use what do you call it, the lash primer, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just do straight mascara. So I'm using the Love at First Lash in black. Let me tilt my mirror here. I really like this mascara a lot. And I stuck it in my eye and got some down there. And of course I didn't bring a Q-tip. I didn't mean to do that. I got that little floater thing going on with my right eye. And it's making it a little bit weird. Yeah, I think this mascara is fantastic, to be honest with you. I just really, really like it. I mean, it's nice. I'm going to put some on my bottom lashes. I can't forget I got that little blob there, but I'll have to go back with the Q-tip and take that off after the video's over. I can't believe it takes me so long to do an eye look when I'm on camera. It does not take me this long to get ready in person, you guys. Not even close to that. One more coat of lashes on the top. It's kind of stuck together right there. Well, that's okay. And then one more for this side. I'm sorry, I was admiring my glitters. And that's that. I just thought it would be fun to try that Jade side. I'm going to zoom back out now. Wrong way. There we go. I just thought it would be fun to try that Jade shade because it's so light that like some of the other ones are deep enough that you can use them on their own, but this one is so light that I thought it would require like a shade underneath it. So yeah, it's pretty though. It's very sparkly. I don't know. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, I have to take that off with something else. I don't know if you can see, like if the glitters are translating onto the camera. I can see them really well in my mirror and everything. I just don't know if they are showing up in the viewfinder or not. So that is that, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. I just wanted to play around with that purple pop in this little Glimmershadow, and I'm going to be back in a little bit with a video showing exactly what I am putting in the giveaway bundle for our fundraiser, because it's getting ready to come to an end. We've got a little bit more than 10 days left on it, 10 or 11 days, and I just want everyone to get a chance to see the bundle that's going to be the giveaway prize, and give everybody a chance to order through there again, or if they haven't yet, you know, to do that. So before it ends. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.